Good day students. Today we are going to discuss about air jet loom and water jet loom. So what are shuttleless loom? The shuttleless looms are having no shuttles. The shuttle is eliminated in shuttleless looms. Last class we discussed about the rapier loom and projectile loom. Here the rapier and projectile act as a medium to carry the weft yarn inside the shed. By this way we produce the fabrics. But in air jet loom and water jet loom, the medium of carrying the weft yarn is different. In air jet loom, the air is used as a weft carrying element. In water jet loom, the water is used as a weft carrying element. First, we will going to discuss about air jet loom. The diagram explains the weft insertion techniques of air jet loom. This is a yarn package. Weft yarn. This is a weft accumulator. This is stopper. This is weft brake. There is a main nozzle and relay nozzles. There is a stretch nozzles are available. So main nozzle, relay nozzle, stretch nozzles. There are 3 nozzles are available in air jet loom. The reed which is used in air jet loom is a profile reed, and the weft yarn is inserted with the help of air. The air jet filling insertion with the open profile reed. This is a diagram. Here the second diagram, it clearly explains the weft insertion sequence. So this is the yarn package. This is a sensor which is used to sense the required amount of weft yarn passing through the sensor. Then this is a weft feeder and stopper. This is air tank 1, air tank 2, air tank 3 and air tank 4. There is a pressure control unit which controls the pressure of air. There is a computer integrated system which controls the weft insertion sequence in a air jet loom. So by using this computer, we can control the weft insertion rate in the air jet loom. So how the air jet loom timing is followed. This is a main nozzle which propel the air and weft yarn. There is a sub nozzle, 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of sub nozzles available based upon the type of loom and width of the loom. The first nozzle carry the weft yarn from up to this area. Second nozzle then take forward the weft yarn to up of this shed. The third nozzle carry the weft yarn towards the other end. The fourth set of nozzle carry the weft yarn to other end. So by this way, the step by step procedure is followed here to propel the yarn inside the shed with the help of air. The main nozzle which is used to supply the high pressurized air. That air is not sufficient to carry the weft yarn from one side to another side, and also guidance is required to carry the yarn inside the shed. So for that purpose we are using sub nozzle. The sub nozzle also having the compressed air which give the force to the weft yarn to pass inside the shed. So in this air jet timing of nozzle, the main nozzle and the sub nozzles which carry the yarn from one side to another side. By this way, the weft is inserted in air jet looms. The next diagram explains the flow of air. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4. The main nozzle supply the compressed air up to the other end of the loom. The Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4 sub nozzles which supports the weft yarn to transfer from one side to another side. This is the working method of air jet loom. Next, water jet loom. Here instead of air, the compressed water is used as a medium for send the weft inside the shed. The high pressure of water is used here like air jet loom. Here the water is used as a medium for carrying the webto yarn. This is the yarn which is followed through the propelled water. High pressure fluid used here which give force to the webto yarn to transfer from one side to another side. By this way the water jet loom is working. So water jet looms, it was developed around 1950s in Czechoslovakia. It provides for laying different colors in the webto yarn direction. So it is easily insert different colors of webto yarn by using water jet loom is possible, and it helps to produce uniform and high quality of fabrics. The quality of fabrics when producing the shuttle loom and other type of looms, when compared to water jet loom, the water jet loom quality is high. The webto yarn package weight from 3.6 to 4.1 kgs. So normally we are following 1 to 2 kgs of webto yarn package, but in water jet loom the webto yarn weight is more, 3.6 to 4.1 kg. And the water quality, the treated water, because if we are using normal water, it may give damage the water jet loom parts. So the treated water is required for water jet looms, and it consumes less power than any other looms. The power required to insert the weft is very less when compared to shuttle loom and other looms. Here 600 ppm is possible. These are all the main points related to water jet looms. These specification details, the reed with 170 to 230 cm is possible in water jet looms. The filling rate 2280 meters per minute. It's a filling rate of water jet looms. RPM 1200 RPM. The weft density 5 to 60 pixels per centimeter. We can adjust depending upon the requirement. What are the merits of water jet loom? Water jet looms are preferred for some special type of fabrics. It is not suitable for all the fibers or all the type of fabric. It is suitable for only particular type of fabrics. They are less noisy. When comparing to shuttle loom, the number of parts required to insert the pick is very less in water jet looms, and the machine abrasion, the sound which is used in shuttle loom, the noise which is produced in shuttle loom, all are reduced while using water jet looms. And the less power, less space is required for water jet loom when comparing to other type of loom. Minimum damage to warp yarns during the weaving operation. So while using shuttle loom, the shuttle will pass through the individual yarn in the shed, so it may abrade the surface of the yarn. In case of projectile loom, rapier loom also, small element is carrying the webto yarn. At the time also abrasion may occur. But in water jet loom and air jet loom, the water and air is as a medium, so there is no abrasion. So the damage of warp sheet is completely avoided. There is no abrasion on warp yarns by air jet of water. Mostly suitable for plumbed yarns, because the water jet loom is used as a water as a medium for carrying the webto yarn, and the webto yarn and the warp sheet may absorb the water. So the plumbed yarn is mostly suitable, or the plumbed fabrics are mostly produced in water jet loom. Normally the polyester nylon fabrics are preferred for producing the fabric in water jet loom. If we are using cotton fabric, if we are using cotton yarn, so the water is absorbed by the cotton yarn. It is very difficult to weave in the water jet loom. The power consumption for inserting the webto yarn is very less. In case of shuttle loom and projectile loom, there is a separate power is required for inserting the webto yarn, which is completely eliminated in water jet looms. The economical, it is mostly used for economical purpose. The high efficiency, the webto insertion sequence is occurred at very high speed, so the production is more, When compared to other type of loom, the requirement for waiting the passing the shuttle from one side to other side is completely eliminated. The dual plate is also eliminated, so the efficiency is more. Loom maintenance, the number of parts in water jet loom is very less. Number of working parts for inserting the webtion or producing the fabric is less, so less maintenance is required in water jet loom. Smooth and quiet, the operation is very smooth. There is no noise, there is no picker or any tricking operation or any hit operation, so the uh, process is very smooth and very quiet without any noise. Total safety, in shuttle loom the shuttle flyout is the main problem. When the shuttle is flying out from the shuttle, it may create more accidents sometimes. It is completely eliminated in water jet looms. There is no element which carrying the webtion, only the water is carrying the webtion, so it is not possible to occur any accident in water jet looms. The maximum life, the number of working parts are less, so the maximum lifetime of a machine is possible. The better fabric quality, the quality of the fabric, in the insertion of water jet for webtion improve the quality of the fabric, so the abrasion is completely eliminated, so the warmth and quality is improved. Almost all the quality parameters are improved in water jet looms. The pick density is alterable while the machine is in operation. The density of the pick is changed even during the working time. High fabric quality irrespective of the speed. So even though we are running at high speed, the quality is not affected. So high quality of fabric is produced in water jet loom at very high speed. Minimal wear, so the number of parts are very less, so minimal wear and tear is possible in water jet looms. These are all the overall advantages of water jet looms. So the water jet looms are having some demerits also. It has a number of advantages. The demerits also the following points: they cannot produce as great variety of fabrics. The limited quantity, the limited type of fibers only used in water jet loom, because it is if it is observed by the fabric, it is not possible to produce the fabric. So the hydrophobic, not non-water absorbing fibers only used in water jet looms, and it is best suited for only weaving the filament yarns like nylon and polyester. And the main drawback of water jet loom is the storing is not possible. After freezing the fabric, it is not possible to store the fabric in a roll form. There is a separate drying equipment is required to dry the fabric, then only it is used for going for storing purpose. Without drying, it is not possible to store the fabrics. This is the main drawback of water jet loom. The overall summary of conventional loom, projectile loom, rapier, rigid rapier, flexible rapier, water jet, air jet, multi-phase and drum type multi-phase loom. Based upon the loom speed, weft insertion rate, loom width, machine downtime and yarn breakage rate. In conventional loom, the loom width is normally 180 centimeter. Here projectile loom we can go up to 540 centimeter. In rigid rapier it may up to 400 centimeter. Rapier loom up to 420. Water jet loom only 230. Air jet loom 430. Multi-phase loom 190. Drum type also up to 190 centimeter is possible for loom width. So the water jet loom, even though we have a number of advantages, the water jet loom width is very less, because the propelled water is not in a position to carry the weapon up to long distance. Only small width of fabric is produced limited width of fabric is produced by using water jet loom because of the water is used as a medium. But in case of air jet loom, the sub nozzles carry the Weption with the help with the main nozzle, so the width of the air jet loom is high. In case of projectile loom, we are using projectile. There is a very little small element, so the width may be high when compared to all other type of shuttleless looms. In case of loom speed, the conventional loom is 180, projectile loom 450, rapid rigid wrap is 550, flexible also 550, water jet is 1000 rpm, as it is 1100, multi-phase loom up to 3000. So here the water jet, the high speed is possible in water jet loom and multi-phase looms. Weft insertion rate WIR in meters per minute. In conventional loom only up to 400 meters per minute is possible. The projectile loom up to 1500 is possible. Rigid rapier 1200, flexible rapier 1300, water jet loom up to 2000 meters per minute is possible. Air jet loom 2500 is possible. The multi-phase loom 3002 up to 6000 meters per minute is possible. So in all the shuttle and shuttleless loom, the speed is when compared to shuttle and shuttleless loom, the speed in shuttle loom, the speed is less, but in case of shuttle loom, the high we can go up to high speed. The quality, the shuttle loom, because of abrasion of shuttle with the warfare, it is very less, but in case of shuttle loom, the quality is more. The weft insertion rate in shuttle loom, it is very less in shuttle loom because of we are using water jet, air jet and projectile rapier. The weft insertion rate is more when compared to shuttle loom. And the noise produced in shuttle loom, the number of parts are used to carry the Weption and it supports the Weption, so more noise is produced in shuttle loom. When in shuttleless loom, rapier, projectile is a small elements and water jet is not required any mechanical parts, so the noise produced in shuttleless loom is very less. The force required to carry the high weight of shuttle in shuttle loom, the weight of the shuttle is around 450 to 500 grams. The high weight of the shuttle requires more power and it can be controlled only limited width of the fabric. So up to 180 centimeter is possible in conventional loom, but in case of shuttleless loom, the weft carrying element is very less weight, or air or water is used as a medium, so high width is possible while using shuttleless loom. 6. In shuttle loom, the weft winding is required, not required. So in shuttle loom, the pern winding mechanism is required for producing the pern in a shuttle, to fix the pern in a shuttle. But in case of shuttleless loom, the cone is as it is a that weft package, so no need of pern winding is required. And also the pern containing only limited quantity of yarn, the carb changing mechanism is required. Automatic looms or any looms, the changing of pern is required for after weaving the limited width, which reduces the efficiency, which reduces the production of the loom. It is not affect the production of shuttleless loom because the cone, especially in water jet looms, the cone weight is more than 3 kgs. So unlimited continuous supply is possible in shuttleless looms. The wear and tear of shuttle loom is more, here less. The wear and tear, the vibrations, the noise, all are high in shuttle looms. The noise is more than 90 decibel in shuttle looms, 90 decibel in shuttle looms, which is completely reduced in shuttle looms because the projectile rapier, which require less power for transfer the web from one side to another side, and water and agent require the pressure only, not any force. So the noise which is produced in shuttle loom is completely avoided in shuttleless looms. The quality of fabric in shuttle loom, the quality is shuttle loom is very less, and in shuttleless loom the quality of fabric is more. And normally in shuttle looms we are using coarser count. In shuttleless loom we are going for finer counts. The high quality of branded fabrics are produced by using shuttleless looms only. And the number of operators required in shuttle loom is operators required. Shuttle loom is more, in shuttleless loom is very less, because the most of the operation in shuttleless looms are automatically controlled, but in shuttle looms each and every operation is controlled by the operator. So more operators are required in shuttle looms. Here less operator is enough to produce the fabric. And more mechanical parts. Here less mechanical parts. The more mechanical parts, the maintenance is high. Each and every parts require high maintenance, but in case of shuttleless loom the maintenance required is less. The smart work is paying in shuttleless looms. So the overall summary, last two classes we discussed about the shuttleless loom. There are 4 types of shuttleless loom we discussed. First one is a rapier loom, second projectile loom, third air jet loom, fourth one is a water jet loom. In rapier loom, the flexible rapier and rigid rapier, and two systems of rapier, Deva system and cable system are discussed. So rapier is the element which carry the webtian from one side to another side in the shuttleless looms. Instead of shuttle, we are using rapier which carry the webtian. It may be one rapier or double rapier. In a single rapier loom, the time is more, because the single rapier only carry the webtian from one side to another side, and it comes to its original position. So the time required for carrying the webtian and come to original position is more in single rapier. Instead of avoiding that one, we are using double rapier. Here both sides we are having the rapier, so the rapier is moving half of the distance when compared to single rapier which carry the webtian and gives more protection. Here there are two systems, Deva and cable system. One system which transfer the webtian from one end to another end. Another system, there is a loop is transferred from one end to another end. This is the difference between Deva and a cable system. These are all the working sequence of a rapier loom. Next, projectile loom. Here the very less weight, less than 100 gram element, that is projectile, is used as a web carrying element. When compared to shuttle, the weight is 10 times reduced. So the power required to send the webtian from one side to another side is completely reduced, because it is a very less weight projectile, and to produce high speed and high width of the fabrics. Next one is air jet loom. Here air is used as a medium for carrying the webtian. Here the main nozzle, sub nozzle and stretch nozzle, there are 3 nozzles are used to carry the webtian from one side to another side. Here air plays a vital role. The main nozzle supplies the webtian from one side to another side. The sub nozzles which is used to help the main nozzle to transfer the webtian from one side to another side. In between this set, the subnozzles are placed. So the subnozzles also carry the webbed yarn from one part to another part. The stretch nozzle, which is stretches the webbed yarn and helps for beat up. Last one is a water jet loom. Here water is used as the element for carrying the webbed yarn. The quality of water is most important because it may affect the machine parts, and the water jet looms are mostly suitable for filament yarns. The yarns which not absorb the water. If you are using cotton fabric or any water absorbing material in water jet loom, it is very difficult to weave because the water is absorbed by the warp yarns and webbed yarns. The weaving is not possible to takes place efficiently, and the abrasion or the fraying of edges may occur in water jet looms while using other type of fabric. So it is mainly suitable for filament yarns, which is not absorbing the water. And the main drawback of water jet loom is the limited width only possible in water jet loom, because the force required to carry the webbed yarn is more. It is so the limited quantity of limited width of the fabric is only produced in water jet looms. These are all the summary of shuttless looms. Thank you.